Welcome to Caring Heart Residential Living. My name is Mark, and I want to thank you for taking the time to find out a little bit more about us. We are a care home that really does everything, I call it doing it old school. We provide 24-hour wake staff in a beautiful 3,400 square foot house, a 6-bedroom house for 6 residents. We started in June of 2005. And the idea at that time was to provide everything bigger and better than it had ever been done before. In a lot of situations, someone moves from being in a big facility to being in a great new house.
My mother has been at Caring Heart for about 3 years, approximately. She was in Fairwinds for about 1.5 years, and she needed 24-hour care. And Fairwinds just couldn't do that, because once you close the doors, you're just stuck in your apartment.
I have talked to people over the years who've been very upset at the large facilities because they didn't provide for the level of care that their loved one needed. We provide a much higher level of care, and our staffing level is exceptional. Instead of a big facility, we have a 3,400 square foot Buchanan Estates house.
My mother was at Caring Heart for 2 or 3 years after coming from a larger facility. There was no comparison. The large facility, she was never happy. She was one of a number of people, and although she was cared for, she never liked it there.
It's like a cruise ship that never moves. They feed you, they provide for you, but the level of care was really rather minimal.
Caring Heart offers 24-hour care, to be with my mother 24 hours a day, whereas Fairwinds, we would have had to bring in a private nursing staff.
I tell people about my grandmother. My grandmother lived with us when I was a child, and throughout junior high, high school, and college, she lived in a large facility. I remember her doctor had said that she had some dementia and she couldn't stay in our house by herself. And oh, by the way, the hospital is cutting her loose tomorrow. So my parents did a frantic scramble to find good care for her, and they thought their best option was in a large facility here in town. I remember walking down the long tiled hallway to visit Grandma, and those sights and sounds and smells will be with me forever. I contrast that with Caring Heart, where instead of a large facility, Grandma's got a nice new house. They are 6-bedroom homes. We don't add on, we don't put a bedroom in the garage. They can enjoy having family and friends over. It really is a luxurious environment for them. There are a lot of large facilities in town that do a great job. For somebody that can live in an apartment, go down to the dining room for their meals. But if someone needs more care, if they need assistance with the activities of daily living, bathing, dressing, toileting, transferring, we're there to assist them. If someone needs a 2-person transfer, we have 2 people available to do that. If someone has a little dementia, then we provide dementia care, and our staff is specially trained for that. And if someone goes on hospice, we can almost assure them that we can provide hospice care in-house and they won't have to go to a nursing home. I tell people for the last 10 years that we provide care at Caring Heart as if my mother lived here. The decor, the house, the amenities, the staffing level, the menu, everything geared as if my mother lived here, and since January of last year, she does. My mother was 94 and a half. She needed to slow down a little bit. She quit teaching her Sunday school class, and she was looking forward to someone taking care of her for a change. A woman told me recently that she was looking for other care for her mother because her mother was in a place, like most, where the care providers slept there at night. And her mother kind of became the house mother. She would get up out of bed, she would go wake the care providers if someone was in distress and needed care in the middle of the night. And she told her daughter that she was concerned about what would happen if she needed care because there would be no one to get up and wake the care providers for her. We haven't cut back in any way in spite of all the increases in costs in the state of California. A lot of people are skimping here and there, and I want you to know we don't. We haven't cut back in any way in our staffing. I believe that we provide a worry-free situation for you because we're keeping an eye on your loved one 24 hours a day. I can't say enough about the staff who provide care day in and day out for your loved one. I think that makes all the difference. It isn't just that we provide 24-hour wake staffing. It isn't just that we provide a second caregiver during most awake hours. It is that our typical care provider has been with us for over 5 years. A few have been with us over 10 years, and they love what they do every day.
Whether it's doing her hair or polishing her nails for her, they treat her with great dignity, and we really enjoy that, the very personalized care. At Caring Hearts, it's just really individualized. You can tell the caregivers really do care about the individual. They know them, they know their likes and dislikes, they know what they like to eat and don't like to eat. They just take a lot of extra effort to make it a real special place.
Almost all of them have come to us from another facility. They've been with someone prior and they love this business. They're professional care providers that are well trained in all activities of daily living, in dementia care, in taking care of people, in working with the hospice providers. They love caring for your loved one. They feel like a member of the family. They love doing what they do every day, and it makes a big difference.
Well, I would say this is a good place to come to. You get a lot of good care, help me get well,
Well, good.
and made me happy again. We do. We have a lot of laughter. The girls take very good care of me.
These are the right kind of people, and it makes all the difference in the care level that we provide.
It's like you're living in a home. It's like being a part of a loving family.
Being able to personalize it and go from a place where there's 150 people to where there's a maximum of 6, the type of care and the personalization of that care is just heads and shoulders above the larger facilities.
I can go on and on and on, but I'd like to end with a story. A woman came to me recently and she told me that she was looking for care for her father. And she said that it had gone from a situation where she was his daughter to now she's his care provider. And she wanted to go back to being his daughter again. I invite you to take a look at Caring Heart to see how we'll take care of your mother or your father, and you can go back to being the daughter, the son, the loved one that you want to be.
All your needs are attended to. You're just not one of a number of people. She was always put together. She was always dressed nice. Her hair was done. She was always clean. She always felt like she was important there.
If this makes sense to you, give us a call. We'd love to provide a tour and show you up close and personal what Caring Heart is like. I've been told that pictures don't do us justice. I think you ought to take a look at the house. Come for lunch. Scope things out in detail. Bring your loved one with you. Have them take a look around at what could be their new home. We'd be happy to show you around. Thank you.